You welcome to my complete Java course. This video lecture is the continuation of my previous video. So in these videos we are learning the string class. So today we are going to learn immutable string in Java. So string class in Java. So immutable string in Java. What is immutable string in Java? In Java, string objects are immutable. Immutable simply means unmodifiable or unchangeable. Once a string object is created, its data or state, both data and state are the same thing, cannot be changed. But a new string object is created. Let's try to understand this immutability concept by the example given below. Test immutable string. We create a class test immutable string. Create a main method and create a string object by using the string literal. String s equal to Sachin. Then we create a s.concat Tendulkar. Concat method append the string at the end. So if you are thinking that if you print the s object, so it will print on only Sachin because string are immutable object. The output is Sachin. Now you are thinking that when we have concat the string object with Tendulkar, then why it is not printing Sachin Tendulkar? The reason is that we concate the Sachin string with the Tendulkar, but we did not assign the concatenated means Sachin Tendulkar string to any reference variable. So S is still pointing to the Sachin, but if we assign this concatenate method result to any reference variable, either in the s variable or any other variable, then if you print that reference variable, you will get the output Sachin Tendulkar. Now it can be understood by the diagram given below, where Sachin is not changed, but a new object is created with Sachin Tendulkar. That is why string is known as a immutable. So let's see. When you create a Sachin object, in the string constant pool, a one object Sachin is created and it is pointed by the S reference, which is in the stack memory. So reference always goes in the stack memory. So it is pointing to the Sachin. Now if you call the concatenate method, it will not change in this Sachin object. It create a new Sachin Tendulkar object, but it is not pointing by any reference because we did not assign the Sachin Tendulkar in any reference. So no one reference is pointing this Sachin Tendulkar. As you can see in the above figure, that two objects are created, but as a reference variable still refers to Sachin, not the Sachin Tendulkar. But if we explicitly assign it to the reference variable, it will refer to Sachin Tendulkar object. For example, if we assign this s.concatenate result into the s reference variable. Now if we will print the s, it will print the Sachin Tendulkar. So now output will be Sachin Tendulkar. In such case, s points to Sachin Tendulkar. Please notice that still Sachin object is not modified. So now if you will see the link, the now earlier s is pointing the Sachin, but after assigning the Sachin Tendulkar object to the s variable, s is pointing to the Sachin Tendulkar, but Sachin object still is not modified. That is why string is called the immutable. Why string objects are immutable in Java? Because Java uses the concept of string literal. Suppose there are 5 reference variables, all refers to one object, Sachin. If one reference variable changes the value of the object, it will be affected to all the reference variable. That is why string objects are immutable in Java. So all the objects should not be affected if one object value is changed. Now the question is how to create our own immutable class in Java. How to create own immutable class in Java. To create an immutable class in Java, you have to do following steps. Number 1, declare the class as final so it cannot be extended. Number 2, make all fields private so that direct access is not allowed for the fields. Don't provide setter methods for variables. Number 4, make all mutable fields final so that its value can be assigned only once. Initialize all the fields via constructor performing deep copy. Number 6, perform cloning of objects in the getter methods to return a copy rather than returning the actual object reference. Number 1, final class. Make class final so that it cannot be inherited. Number 2, private member variable. Making member variables private ensure that fields cannot be accessed outside the class. Final member variable. Make member variables final so that they can be assigned only once. Constructor. Initialize all the fields in constructor. Assign all mutable member variable using new keyword. Don't provide setter method in class, provide only getter methods. HashMap is a mutable class. Any changes made to HashMap object will not produce a new HashMap object. So return the copy or clone of object, not a reference variable of HashMap. If you are using the HashMap as a variable in the class and you want to create the immutable class for that. So now this is the example for the creating the immutable class. Let's I show you. Let's I explain you. We create a class final. So first we create a final class, immutable class. Then we define all the properties as a private and final. So we define a private final integer id string name, and we define a private final hashmap property. Hashmap, which is integer key as an integer and value is a string type. Now initialize all fields in constructor. Assign all mutable member variable using new keywords. So in the constructor, you are assigning the field id with id, name with the name which are passing in the constructor, and map with the new map. Means if the fields is mutable, because hashmap is a mutable class. So if the field is mutable, then initialize that field by using the new keywords. So this dot map equal to new hashmap. Now provide the getter method. So for getting the id, provide the get id method. For getting the name, provide the get name method. And for getting the hash map, provide the get map. But map is a mutable class. So and in the returning or in the get map method, we return the clone of the method, clone of the map.clone. Here we are returning the name and id, same id which we are passing in the constructor, but in the map, or if any class is a mutable class, that class should be written the clone of that class. So map.clone method will be used here. And don't provide the setter methods in class. Okay, so first understand. So number one is string. Okay, so just this is the example of a mutable class. So this is the mutable class. Now example of immutable class in Java or predefined immutable class in Java. Number one is string. Number two is an integer wrapper class. Number three, double wrapper class, long wrapper class, short wrapper class, byte wrapper class, and all other wrapper classes are the immutable class in Java. So friends, thank you for watching this video lecture. So in this video and the previous 2 or 3 videos, we discuss only on the string class. And the upcoming videos, we discuss about the string buffer class, string builder class, and string tokenizer class, and the differences between the string class, string buffer class. So thank you for watching this video lecture and watch my next video lecture for learning new things in Java.